The struggle to focus is real and overwhelming for millions around the world. The inability to focus when you need to can destroy school grades, job opportunities, even relationships. It can be crippling to your self-esteem. So many who struggle with focus battle depression, silently letting distraction and chaos define them. They just can't seem to focus, no matter how hard they try. In this video, we look to some new and exciting, research-proven science to explain why so many struggle with staying focused. And more importantly, we'll share recent neuroscience breakthroughs that can help rewire your brain to actually focus when you need to. This is a game changer. If you or someone you care about struggles with this issue, this is one you do not want to miss. Watch to the end for a bonus opportunity we make available that will give you the tools to accelerate your putting this in action for yourself. Your brain has three massive networks constantly fighting for control of your attention right now. And here's what nobody tells you. The network that's winning determines whether you'll spend the next hour in deep focus or scrolling through your fifth social media app. Statistics show that most people are trying to fix their focus problem with strategies that actually make it worse. In the last decade, neuroscience experts have done extensive research into what's actually behind human attention. They've tested every evidence-based technique to learn what can virtually rewire the brain to make focus possible for those who can't. Their published research proved life-changing for anyone who struggles with focus. Lock this in. It's now possible to align and extend your attention for extended periods, even for those who never could before. University students who couldn't read for 10 minutes without checking their phone can now finish a 300-page book in a single afternoon. This is chain-breaking for those who have lived without focus their entire lives. In this video, we'll show you exactly how your brain's attention system works, and the three science-backed strategies that rewire it for laser focus, so you can finally do deep work without your mind constantly pulling you away. Just this past year, a friend came to me, completely burned out. He was a software engineer working from home, and despite 12-hour days, he was falling behind on every deadline. The stakes were real. His manager gave him 60 days to turn things around or lose his job. He did what most people do, downloaded focus apps, bought noise-canceling headphones, and started waking up at 5 a.m. to compensate. But 3 weeks later, he was even more exhausted and still missing deadlines. I asked him to track how many times his brain's default mode network hijacked his attention. Turns out, every 4 minutes his mind drifted to an email, yesterday's conversation, lunch, a random sound. Everything distracted him and destroyed his attempts to focus. We worked together, sharing what we're sharing in this video. We helped him stop fighting his wandering mind and instead work with his brain's natural rhythm. He began using 90-minute focus blocks aligned with his ultradian cycles, with real restoration breaks in nature instead of scrolling Instagram. We practiced a 10-minute daily mindfulness protocol that strengthened the connection between his brain's salience and default networks. We kept it simple with easy steps, and he began seeing life-changing results quickly. Here's what shocked us both. Within 3 weeks, he was completing in 6 focused hours what used to take 12 distracted hours. His code review scores jumped 40%. His manager removed the termination threat in 45 days, and in 2 months, he was up for a promotion. The lesson? Your focus problem isn't about willpower. It's about understanding the 3 brain networks that control your attention and giving them what they need to work together effectively. This next part is critical. Without understanding these 3 networks, you'll keep fighting against your brain instead of working with it. Point 1. Master your brain's attention triangle. Here's what's happening inside your brain when you try to focus. Your brain has 3 massive networks constantly communicating: the default mode network, the executive control network, and the salience network. Think of them like 3 managers who need to coordinate perfectly for you to get anything done. The default mode network is your internal world, active when you're daydreaming, remembering last weekend, or planning tomorrow. The executive control network kicks in when you need to focus on external tasks like writing a report or solving a math problem. The salience network? It's the switch that decides which of the other 2 gets to be in charge. Here's the problem. Stanford research shows that when you're trying to focus, but your mind keeps wandering, it's because your default mode network is inappropriately intruding into your executive control network's territory. Your salience network failed to make the switch. So how do you fix this? A 2022 meta-analysis found that mindfulness training literally strengthens the connection between your Salience network and your default mode network. This is not just positive self-talk. This changes how you see and think about yourself, making it easier to notice when your mind wanders and pull your attention back. Start with just 10 minutes a day. Sit comfortably, focus on your breath, and when your mind wanders, which it will about 47% of your waking hours according to Harvard research, simply notice it without frustration and return focus to your breath. You're not trying to stop thoughts. You're training your Salience network to be a better traffic controller. The science sounds too simple, which is a roadblock for some. The struggle to focus is so huge, it's hard to believe a simple solution works. Here's what you must not do. Don't expect your mind to go quietly. A wandering mind isn't a broken mind. It's a mind that needs better internal coordination. Every time you notice you've drifted and bring yourself back, you're literally rewiring your brain's attention circuitry. Point 2. Work with your ultradian rhythm, not against it. Your brain doesn't run on willpower. It runs on 90-minute cycles called Ultradian Rhythms, biological cycles that govern your energy, focus, and cognitive performance. For about 90 minutes, your brain is primed for focused work. Then it needs a 15-minute recovery period. This isn't laziness. It's biology. A 2023 review analyzing data from over 5,000 participants found that people who structured work into timed intervals reported 20% lower fatigue and 15 to 25% better focus compared to those who worked until they felt tired. Here's how to apply this. Set a timer for 90 minutes. During that block, you're in deep work mode. No email, texts, or quick checks. Your phone goes in another room. When the timer goes off, take a real 15-minute break. Here's where most people mess up. They take a break by scrolling social media or watching YouTube. Hard truth? That's not a break. That's just switching which part of your executive control network is working. According to attention restoration theory, real cognitive recovery happens when you engage in soft fascination, activities that capture your attention gently without effort. The research is clear. Exposure to nature for even 15 minutes significantly improves working memory and cognitive flexibility. If you can't get outside, even looking at images or videos of nature helps. One study found that students who took breaks viewing nature scenes recovered attention capacity faster than those who looked at urban environments. Here's the common mistake: thinking you can push through 3 to 4 hours straight and then take one long break. Your brain doesn't work that way. After 90 minutes, your performance drops whether you feel it or not. You're accumulating cognitive debt that hits later as complete exhaustion. Point 3. Eliminate cognitive leak before you start. Here's a stat that'll blow your mind. Researchers found that the mere presence of your smartphone, even when it's off and face down, reduces your available cognitive capacity. They call this brain drain. Your brain is using working memory resources just to not check your phone. It's like trying to focus while someone constantly taps your shoulder. But it's not just your phone. Every open browser tab, every unfinished task, every notification, these are cognitive leaks. They're tiny attention drains that add up to massive focus loss. A study on media multitasking found that people who frequently switch between digital tasks have lower gray matter density in their anterior cingulate cortex, the part of your brain responsible for cognitive and emotional control. You're literally reshaping your brain to be worse at focusing. So here's what you do before every focus session. Create a sealed environment. Your phone goes in a different room. Close every browser tab except the one you need. If you're worried you'll forget something, keep paper next to you and write down intrusive thoughts. This technique is called cognitive offloading, and it works. Your brain can stop using energy to remember once it knows it's captured somewhere. The science backs this. When you write down a worry or task, your brain's default mode network activity decreases. You've freed up neural resources for focus. Here's the framing that matters. Every notification, every open tab, every visible phone is training your brain to expect interruption. You're reinforcing neural pathways for distraction. When you create a sealed environment, you're doing the opposite. You're rewiring your brain, letting it know this time and space means deep focus. The common mistake? Thinking you have enough willpower to ignore distractions. Hard truth: you don't. Nobody does. A meta-analysis of over 100 studies found that even well-trained meditators struggle with sustained attention in distracting environments. The solution is not stronger willpower. It's a better environment. Putting this science-backed strategy in place is a great step toward rewiring your brain and regaining real focus, which goes a long way toward becoming your very best you. Now, if you want to actually implement these 3 strategies and transform your focus over the next 30 days, we got you covered. I'm excited to recommend a brand new video resource that can accelerate your growth exponentially. I'll cue it up for you. And while we get it ready, if you got value from this video, hit that like button and subscribe so our reach will help others. I trust this video has helped you understand how to improve your focus. But here's the thing. Even developing better focus won't matter if you don't have the tools and systems in place that put your focus and personal growth on autopilot. Honestly, most who learn, unfortunately, don't do. And they never learn how to build the systems that put personal growth and productivity into action. If you're serious about becoming the best you, and you're ready to learn the systems you need and how to build them, the video we're queuing up is exactly what you need to watch right now. We break it all down, sharing exactly how to build the systems that will help put your new tools into action to reach and surpass your goals this year. If you're ready to learn exactly how it's done and how you can do it too, step by step, starting today, click on the image on your screen right now to watch it, and we will see you there.